How's it going, guys? Jet Tila here, and I'm gonna show you how to make California rolls and a really great Yellowtail Sashimi appetizer with a citrus soy sauce. Let's get into it. So I gotta teach you how to make perfect rice. In terms of water-rice ratio, it's very simple. It's 1:1. I'm starting with 2 cups of rice, washed, rinsed, dried. Now I need 2 cups of water. And look, I was taught old school. I always put a little piece of kombu in my rice, and all this is Japanese sea kelp that's dried. Water comes to the boil, reduces to the simmer, and we're gonna simmer that for 18 to 22 minutes until the water's absorbed. We're gonna turn off the heat and just let it rest for about 20 to 30 minutes. Every piece of sushi that has rice you've ever eaten is seasoned, and this is how to make that vinegar seasoning. You're always gonna start with Lee Kum Kee rice vinegar, and just plain old rice vinegar. Don't fall into the trap of seasoned rice vinegar, all right? Next, we're gonna add sugar and then salt. So lastly, a little more kombu. And we're gonna throw that in there, and we're gonna try to extract the flavor out of that. All right, so what we're looking for is the vinegar to come to the boil. We're trying to dissolve the solids, and once this is crystal clear, this vinegar's done. And I'm gonna show you now how to marry the rice and the vinegar together. Yes. And then I'm going to take the sushi vinegar and kind of stream it in. And this is how the traditional way to do it is to use the rice ladle to kind of give it a nice even distribution. I'm looking, I don't see any large clumps of rice. I see even vinegar distribution, and it's time to actually assemble a California roll. So it's time to make California rolls. I'm gonna show you my recipe for a really delicious crab mix. I'm using Lee Kum Kee sriracha mayo. Now, traditionally, you'd have to use sriracha and mayo. Why not use a product that has both? The sriracha mayo is creamy, it's spicy, it's got some acid to it. I use it anywhere I want either mayo or spice. So I put it on burgers, I put it on hot dogs, I put it in barbecue. It is a very versatile product. So starting with a piece of seaweed, always keep the rough side up, meaning the rough side touches rice. Now I'm gonna dip my fingers in this hand water. The right hand wets the left hand. Make a fist with my right, flat palm with the left, smack them together, and that'll distribute the excess water I don't need. I'm making a very loose ball of rice, a little bigger than a lemon, a little smaller than a tennis ball. And the way I want you to do it is really use your fingertips. Don't be smashing. You're not trying to give massages here. You're just trying to get really decent coverage with your fingertips. It's easy to move the rice around. And as you can see, I'm leaving a strip uncovered at the top as a little guide, almost as a little reminder of where to start rolling. I like a little bit of sesame seed personally. I think it adds a nice amount of flavor. Since I'm doing the rice on the outside roll, I'm gonna take that edge, put it close to my body and roll that way. I'm gonna add wasabi. And I'm just drawing a line. And that line's also gonna tell me where to put everything else. So, cucumber. And again, remember, you wanna use the entire width of this. Same thing with the avocado. You know the product that's poking out of the ends will be visible, so I try to use it as like a little show area. Now I'm gonna add my crab mix, and I'm kind of piling everything on top of each other. Using that leading edge, I want you to completely cover all of the ingredients inside, roll up until the seam is down. I'm gonna take the bamboo mat, envelop the roll, and almost pull back. I'm pulling and then I'm squeezing the top. I'll unravel that, bring this to the edge, apply the mat again, and pack one edge in and pack the other edge in. Give it one final nice tighten down, and that's it right there. To cut the roll, all I'm gonna do is take my blade and wet the edge in the water, give it a tap so the bead of water runs down. I'm gonna go forward, so let's go right in half. And the secret here is to keep that knife sawing tightly back and forth. Don't push through the roll, let the edge do its job. So let's plate this California roll up. A little diamond pattern there. So my favorite accompaniments are the traditional ones. I've got ginger, wasabi, and this is a totally different soy. It's a delicious soy sauce. It's the Panda brand dipping soy sauce by Lee Kum Kee. That's gonna give you full flavor. This is like the good stuff right here. So just a little bit on the sides. Voila, I've got a beautiful California roll. Right, so it's time for me to get my piece of sashimi yellowtail from the fridge. The key to sashimi is cutting from the strong side, meaning I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna be cutting from my right-hand side. And I'm just gonna lay out the yellowtail all the way across the plate, leaving just a little bit of room. So to the yuzu juice, I'm adding my Panda brand premium cooking soy sauce from Lee Kum Kee. This is gonna give me more of a really beautiful, smooth flavor, and that's what I want. All right, I'm mixing those two together. Delicious. So the next thing I'm gonna do is take a piece of jalapeno and put that down on each. I am looking not to cover the fish too much with the sauce. I kind of want it around, and that's why I want to leave a little bit of space there. I'm gonna add even another layer of aroma here, and I'm using the Lee Kum Kee pure sesame oil. And this is gonna give it just that what did you do, bro? That like, wow, amazing. So 1 or 2 drops on each piece of fish. So I'm just taking some cilantro leaves and I'm applying them in exactly the same direction. Check it out, 2 gorgeous plates. We've made a California roll and a really beautiful, delicious yellowtail sashimi appetizer. Hey, if you like dishes like this, there's so many more at lkk.com. I am Jet Tila and we'll see you later.